The press conference was done with the Pistons coming down. It was said that they were going to be borrowing money. There was going to get some financing from the city. And my question is, why wasn't there was nothing really brought up about impropriety at that point?
Mm-hmm.
And I see now there's a lawsuit in regards to using school money to finance some of that. So I'm wondering what you think will happen with that lawsuit.
Well, quite frankly, we have a situation, and what Will Coxon, who's running for city clerk, and Robert Davis are basically saying is that, their rights to vote have been violated by these folks using tax revenue from an 18 mil DPS levy for a different purpose without first obtaining, I'm reading directly from the article, voter approval from Will Coxon and other registered voters. In other words, before you can use that money, which was earmarked for schools, you should have to vote on it. Instead, when you're running a plantation, you do as you will any way you want to, because that's how you roll.
You know something? Now, this is an interesting dynamic, because, when it comes to federal dollars, it's illegal. It's a violation of federal law to use funds other than what they've been designated for. Somehow, and I'll have to talk with a couple of attorneys, because it seems that to use school money for anything other than school would be illegal and inappropriate. Now, I don't know in Michigan, maybe there's some exception to the laws. I don't know.
Good question.
Because I don't see these folks doing this without being legally sound.
Right.
But just think about it for a moment. In the city of Detroit, let's look at the city of Detroit. The feds send, let's say, $5 million to be used for the raising of abandoned homes. You cannot take that money, although you're doing something legal, and use it for something else. It has to be used for what it's designated for, or it's a violation of federal rules and laws. So I don't know in the state of Michigan if you can take school money and take it and use it for non-school purposes.
Mm-hmm. But the point is, Mildred, we really have to grab a hold of this, is that they're saying that our school children are secondary to hockey pucks and basketballs. When we have a school system that doesn't work, that needs all the resources it can that we voted to give it, and now you're saying this hockey puck, this basketball is more important in our children's education. And again, they would have gotten away with it. It wouldn't even be discussed, but for Will Coxon and Robert Davis filing this action.
Well, here's what we know about Robert Davis's history when it comes to filing lawsuits. He seems to get it when he gets into court. There's some legal ground for what he's challenging.
Yeah, but he needs a real legal team to go in there and follow up. Because we need some victories coming out of this. Not to raise it as an issue like a PR stunt and then it goes away.
I hear what you're saying.
Well, they've made it.
But remember...